Okay, back here again on the Rich Van Tassel channel, giving you the breakdown of last night's Monday Night Football game. The Arizona Cardinals defeated the Baltimore Ravens 26 to 18. First with the box score, Joe Flacco for the Ravens, 26 of 40, 252 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Justin Forsett not very productive running the ball, 12 for 36. It's only 3 yards per carry exactly, one touchdown. Javoris Allen, 3 for 25, so he was the most effective runner. That's 8.3 yards per carry. Steve Smith Sr. was the best wide receiver for the Ravens, 5 receptions, 78 yards. Crockett Gilmore, the tight end, 5 for 53. Kyle Jusick, the tight end, 4 for 15. He had the only touchdown of the game, and that came late. Well, the only throwing touchdown of the game. Baltimore lost the fumble. It was Jeremy Ross. They only had 2 sacks on Carson Palmer, who's not very mobile, so they have to do a better job of that in the future. And no interceptions. For the Cardinals, Carson Palmer, very efficient, 20 of 29, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns to no interceptions. Chris Johnson, very good game, 18 for 122, 6.8 yards per carry, did have a touchdown. Now, he did have a 63-yard touchdown, so that inflates the numbers a bit. But still, you take that off, his numbers are still very good in the meantime. And we're also resting him a bit in the fourth quarter. I think if he didn't have that long run, he would have gotten a few more runs. I think that kind of gassed him a little bit at his age, but he continues to show that he's back. He still has that explosiveness. He's really having a bounce back season. Altogether, 28 of 150 for the team. That's 5.4 yards per carry. John Brown was the top receiver, 4 for 65 and a touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, 4 for 62. Michael Floyd, 3 for 59. Larry Fitzgerald, 3 for 59. Andre Ellington, 3 for 28. So Carson Palmer was clearly throwing the ball, distributing it amongst his receivers. Jimmy Smith, an okay game. I saw him getting beat on a few comebacks early in the game, but that to me was just getting a feel for the game. Early on he was giving some space to the receivers. That's going to happen. Patrick Peterson fumbled the ball. I guess it was on a kick return. I don't really remember that, but that was the only. Oh, excuse me. They did not lose any fumbles. They recovered the one that the Ravens did have. 3 sacks. And Tony Jefferson had that interception to seal it. And that's it. Patrick Peterson was playing well as well. Didn't have any interceptions, but when they did throw at him, he was shutting the receivers down. So Baltimore now drops to 1-6. Arizona is 5-2. They're really extending themselves in that division, trying to keep pace with a healthy Carson Palmer. Arizona was trying to give this game away. I mean, Carson Palmer had a terrible intentional grounding call late in the game that gave Baltimore a shot to come back, and Baltimore almost tied it up. So they really got to improve their clock management at the end, and that's play calling. It was just a horrible play call all around. It's just terrible, and luckily it didn't come back and cost Arizona. For Baltimore, where do they go from here? I did pick them to win this game because I would figure they would just do for a win. This really doesn't surprise me, the struggles they're having, though. When you look back how successful they've been over the years, I don't say luck because luck doesn't have anything to do with it, but you certainly catch breaks, you certainly win a lot of games, and you find ways to win games. So that just comes back on you this time around, and you're going to find ways to lose games. Every single loss this year, I believe every single game, but certainly every single loss has been decided by 8 points or less. And yeah, because they beat the Steelers in overtime, so that was decided by 8 points or less. So all those games over the years that they have won in close fashion, now it's just coming back and getting home, and it's just going to be a down year for the Ravens. So they got to keep fighting and just finish the season out like professionals. But it doesn't look like it's going anywhere at 1-6 now. All right, so be sure to stay tuned. We're in a couple minutes. We're going to give you the Western Conference breakdown as well as the NBA playoff predictions and postseason awards predictions, and we'll give you also an update on the World Series tonight. So we got a couple more videos coming for you right now. So stay tuned for that. Thanks.